Now we've looked at the weight game and speed game, and basically it's an introduction to doing implicit weights and explicit weights where you're kind of forcing the test tool to wait for your application or to just increasing the timeout and have the tool retry something for a certain amount of time. Okay, now we're going to move on to form fills and data-driven tests. So what you want to do is you want to navigate directly to sorted lists, and that's going to be the lab boozang.com sorted lists. And let's grab that cucumber specification, and again, new feature, import feature, and just paste it right in there. I don't know why I get this autofill forms there at the bottom, but let's remove that. As you can see, we have two scenarios: add item to list, maximum items in list. So we'll start by implementing add item to list. This is where it starts getting a little trickier. As you can see, it says I have an empty list. We'll start by creating a new test, and we'll create a new module now, and we call this the list module. And here we'll say clear items. So what I'm saying here is like I have an empty list should be the action to clear the items. So what I'll do here is I'll use sorted list URL, and we're going to try and see if we can clear the items from the list. So I'm going to use the submit here and then click into the test. So here, you know, when you have the application not loaded, you can simply click on that URL and it will load that URL, right? So here we have an empty list. So let's try and just add some garbage items. Feed the cat, feed the dog. So what we're saying here is we don't know how many items are in the list. So let's record a single deletion here. And now, as you can see, we have a problem. We got a deletion with element missing. So what I'll do is I'll simply reload the browser just to make sure we can capture this properly. And I'll hit record and I'll try to hit that delete button. Okay, now it's better. What we got to first to do is we're going to try this out. So we're going to say 1, 2, 3. And what we want to do now is we can simply delete this test step. No need for it. We want to make sure that this delete is working. So we'll double click, and as you can see, an element is deleted. So that's fine. Now what we want to do is basically create some sort of a loop here. We want to loop until it can't find the element anymore. So what we'll do again, we'll go back to the... And what I can do here, because I know it's only maximum 5 items, there's many ways you can do that, but in the pre-script, I can actually just put the number 5, and this will run delete 5 times. And then I know that if it fails, I gotta say, hey, you can break the current test, but don't report any problem. This is normal. So just put warning here. Now, what we've done is we've said, repeat this action 5 times, but if it fails, simply exit the test. And again, there are many ways to implement this in Boozang, but what we've done is just a simple loop. So let's run this. Do you see? Now it's saying, hey, can't find it anymore. You see the failure is turned into a warning, and you have a success. And of course, this would work for any number of items as long as it's not more than 5.